Hey YouTube, what's going on? I hope everybody is doing well. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. I just want to make a little recap from the video, or the couple of videos that I made last night. I was a little tired by the end, so I was definitely a little low energy and it just felt a little different, so I just want to make one more in regards to some of the topics that I spoke about in the previous videos. So a little recap. I went on a road trip with my father. I ended up having some food that I believe made me sick and affected my pineal gland. And while I was in New Mexico, we were then in Arizona, then drove back, affected me while I was in New Mexico again, drove back to Colorado, and I'm still feeling these effects. This happened in January. February, I felt some of these effects, and then March, not at all. Quit my job and started meditating more and recharging more of my batteries on the daily. And then I started experiencing this again near the beginning part of April. So, why I didn't want to go on the trip, because I had that little warning experience, or what I view as a warning, my consciousness, a part of it, being manipulated in this space. And I'm seeing my father, who is a Rothschild, and my mother, and them deserting me in this building. And as of today, I do believe that is a hospital. I suspected it was a prison or a jail at first, or maybe some type of tower. And as time has gone on, as these building blocks keep falling down and a path begins to open up more, I do believe that it is a hospital. Now, what I would be in there for could be sickness in regards to cough. Maybe I wake up or go back to their house, since I'm moving back for a little bit. And, you know, what might happen while I'm there, or maybe within the next month, if I'm moved out somewhere else, I wake up in the middle of the night with those sweats and everything, and then I try, getting up and moving, going to the bathroom, or getting a roommate, or calling my brother, something, and then I just start seizing, and then I can't move. Maybe it might be that, or it might be somehow diagnosed with some mental illness. I don't know. I will just say, and I want to share and reiterate, as of today, I do believe that the location of where that part of me got abandoned in the astrals is some type of hospital. And then just hearing, some of these words that my parents have said since coming back, about the marijuana. Oh, are you hallucinating? I believe you, but is that what's going on, And really pressing in to that narrative, and then sharing it with my brother, I will say, in an attempt to get him to share that point of view about me. But fortunately, he does not, and we had a heart to heart. So that was mainly the recap. Something happened while I went on this trip with my father. I felt a shift and change in my body, not for the better. I believe that shift happened in an attempt to, them being the oppressors, planning in advance to do what they can to slow down, in my body at least, this Kundalini energy rising. It's happening all over the planet. It's happening in all the divine beings, and it's going to fully happen to a point where we get out. They cannot stop it. But I believe that's being done in order to further delay it. And then maybe in someone's mind, one of those oppressors believes they can fully stop this shift that is going to happen. And yeah, I just wanted to reiterate all that I was feeling, all that I am feeling. I have no idea what exactly it is. I will know within the end of this month and next month. just because I do believe I watched a video that has given me so much, like, just something to hold on to during difficult times, just speaking about how this whole, the 7 chakras will be complete during the fall of 2024. And if we're at our crown chakra and then releasing through our crowns, right? And this ancient being is returning into all of us during the fall, looking up the fall in the United States, that's around September 22nd to December 22nd. So that's just going to be happening, globally. But I believe first it's going to happen here. And that ancient being is going to return first into a goddess. Whether there's, 8 more, 9 more that happens to, and then this ancient being returns into a god, only time will tell. But the first person I believe is going to be a goddess, and it's going to be here in, this part of the land that they renamed and is now referred to as America. So by the time, what's the chakra right before is the third eye. And once these start opening, it's over. Ain't nobody going to be going to a job. Ain't nobody going to be paying no bill. Which is why I really believe by August, none of us are going to be living in that specific way. And we shouldn't have to. Once we all really start seeing what's going on, there's no reason to ever work again in this type of matrix. So I believe, something's going to happen before. That's why I think, in going back to just, the topic that I began talking about, that's why I believe something is going to happen, if anything happens, it would happen April, May, latest, beginning part of June. Because the further along we get, the more people start unplugging, and the more we begin uniting because we realize what is going on. And in an attempt to further delay or prevent that, I just feel like something might happen before instead of later. If nothing happens, I will happily share, and just be like, I was moving this way for that specific reason. But, if on the off chance it does, I just want to document, So, and I'm totally aware that nothing is changing in the astrals and how I'm being treated by the oppressor. For all those beings, Pleiadians, reptilians, honestly, my father, and the rest of that bloodline, the rest of the 13 ruling bloodlines, just all of the oppressors. There's a handful. And if I don't say anything, I'm still going to be treated in a specific way that is not ideal to how I would like to be treated. And if I say something, I guarantee you it's going to be the same thing. So I'd rather just say something, especially for potentially that one person who, like me, is adopted and has absolutely, I can't say no idea of what's going on, but is struggling to put the pieces of the puzzle together and does not have somebody in their life to build that puzzle with. If I can help make someone feel less alone, I'll be happy. That'll be enough. And especially with this type of content, with these issues that are going on, with the truth, an aspect of the truth, may not be the full truth, but a part of it. And the more we pull away, the closer we get to freedom. So if this inspires somebody who is adopted and is now questioning their family, and then they figure out which bloodline that may have adopted them, and then they begin to pull away mentally, that is going to have an effect on this whole matrix and how you're potentially being treated in the astrals. So that's another reason why I wanted to just get on here and do a small little recap on what I talked about the night before. Yeah, so I'm looking at my notes. There's going to come a point where we do pull away from our oppressors, and for some of us, that will mean our families, the families that we were adopted into. And after coming to that realization the other night, what it might look like going forward in this upcoming part of this energy cycle that we're about to enter into is hearing more instances like my own, or greater, or on a smaller scale, but still in that would be categorized under that same thought bubble, let's say, right? And I guess I'm just filming this for that person as well as for myself. You know, going forward, I just want to tell the truth. And, you know, I had a phenomenal upbringing. You know, I don't think anyone can discount that. There are parts, you know, of my childhood that aren't so pretty, but everyone has those. But I had it really easy, you know, and I definitely want to make a separate video just talking about being adopted by elite and acknowledging that within me, also acknowledging this part that is not so pretty. So I'm just going to end this video here. Thank you for watching, and I want to end it by saying I send peace, courage, divine cosmic love, and protection to every single Anunnaki goddess and Anunnaki god who is on their journey of remembering their divinity and remembering who they are. See y'all in the next one.